Well, now we're really going to burn things up. I'm here with Aurel Boisvert. Woo! And he is a chemist at St. Boniface College, and he's going to give us some fire safety tips for your home. So say you're in the den, that's some paper that you've just started on fire.
That's right.
Ah, what do I do?
All you got to do is cover it up right away.
Anything?
With anything that doesn't burn.
Oh, and you're just cutting off the oxygen, and that's all you're doing.
That's right.
Oh, that was pretty easy.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
And I guess you don't want to panic either.
That's
You wanna
right.
Keep your cool when you're doing this.
Keep your cool. You have a few seconds to make some important decisions.
I know a lot of places in the house where
Yes.
fires might start, the
Yes,
kitchen.
yes, that's right. And you can have sometimes
Oh my gosh.
a fire, a grease fire.
What's
Or
that?
an old fire. This is a light grease fire. And so we're just going to light it up.
Okay.
And you'll see that it goes on
Whoa!
quite a lot. And all you have to do is put this cloth right over it. Just walk steadily, no, not fast,
okay,
gently.
just gently.
Just gently.
Oh my
And, yeah.
gosh! Very nice. Now that worked really well, but say I put a tea towel on and it doesn't still go out. What's another step?
Well,
I can
you've
do?
bought a few seconds. You can go get another towel, preferably a wet one, and you would just put it over it gently like that.
So the towel doesn't burn at all?
It doesn't. You've cut off the oxygen, and the fire has been out of oxygen for just a few seconds. The fire is out.
So those were relatively small. Well, that one was kind of big. But at what point do you know, ooh, this is a little bigger, maybe I need a fire extinguisher?
Well, it's always a question of judgment, and if you have any doubt, you should always use a fire extinguisher. But like the fire we just saw, just a towel like that, and there's life after a fire because then you have to clean the mess if you've used a fire extinguisher.
All right, let's try that then.
Okay.
Aurel, this is a much bigger fire extinguisher than
Yes, it
I
is.
have at home. So what do you recommend people get?
People have to get an ABC fire extinguisher. It's good for all kinds of fires that you can come across in your home. That's the best one, the best kind to get.
Okay, but this is a CO2 one, right?
This is a CO2 one. The reason we've used it is because it doesn't make a mess.
Okay, and that's what we like. We don't want to make a mess. Now, I know it can get a bit complicated undoing the safety. You know,
Yes.
I'm a bit of a panic because there's a fire going.
right.
So how do you go about doing that?
So the first thing you have to do, you have to twist and pull. And then now your fire extinguisher is ready to go. You see, we've just ripped this off, and so we're ready to go.
Now, before you light the fire, just show
Yes.
me, what's the best way I should try to extinguish it?
The best way to do is that depending on the height of the fire, you move back and forth, and as you're winning over the fire, you move forward.
Okay, and you want to aim it at the base of the fire.
Yes, and you keep always blowing. Don't stop blowing. Just use the fire extinguisher constantly. Don't stop.
Let's light her up.
Let's do it.
Now I'm getting excited about the fires. Oh my. Again, so you can say that this is a kitchen fire or maybe an electrical fire. Are you ready for the big moment? Ooh. It's getting the Bunsen burner going. Oh, that was so quick.
Very good.
I just put out my first big fire.
There you are.
I also stash my extinguisher underneath my sink. Is that a good spot for it in my
That's
kitchen?
not a good spot. Most sinks are close to the oven. Most fires catch around the oven, around the sink. You should have it close to your door so that you can reach it anytime you can.
And then if it's by the door, then you can also back out in case you're in a bit of trouble. Well, thank you
That's right.
very much, Aurel.
Quite welcome. It's been a pleasure.